Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
The library desk. Oh, frick, I missed.
Hidden away somewhere.
I freaking missed. Gosh darn it.
What? The difference between the cases?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Gosh darn it.
Obviously.
I hate these purple phrases. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brooklynrayne and you are watching Brooklynrayne Gaming. Today we are playing Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc once again. We are in episode 5 now. I have my pigtails back. I like them from last week / yesterday because it was actually yesterday for me. But today we're actually investigating and doing a trial. So let's get right into the game. Okay, we are back in the game. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks. That's what I have. Because in the Bratz cup. Because y'all know y'all are, as per usual, y'all are gonna be stuck with me for a few hours. This game is everything but quick. Okay, we are on chapter 2, investigation morning. So let's get started. We are back. My girl Chihiro. It ain't right. It ain't right. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. Oh yeah, I was super curious yesterday, but I never got to see what time of day she died and her cause of death, because her cause of death isn't blatantly obvious this time. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. Why is everyone not following? Am I the only one following the rules of being in our room during nighttime? Am I the only one following the rules behind that? The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Well, that's good. She got a quick death. Another way, like, I feel like if I was gonna go out, I would, out of everyone's death, I would choose hers. So that's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what I gotta do, what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Not for you, but he's gonna take it. Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So what do you need? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation. It's not looking good for Kyoko. The fact that it's not me and Kyoko buddy for this means that she's definitely a suspect. Like, definitely. And I did say she's so secretive that a secret being exposed in front of everybody, that might have pushed her over the edge. The people that are on my radar for it to be are Sakura and Kyoko, unfortunately. I love both of them, which is the sad part. I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. Wish I had some. I mean, he doesn't have any either, but the same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Okay. Oh, no, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? I guess so. But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. Alright. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. I don't want to have to be stuck with Nepo Baby Supreme. Well, this is clearly the murder weapon right here. It has her blood on it. Okay. How heavy is that? Who do I think can lift that? There's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? That's what I'm thinking.
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. And this is a very heavy dumbbell. This is pointing towards Sakura. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, let's see. There's a lot of things. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Sakura, what you thinking? I use this locker room all the time. Now it becomes the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. She has. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. Really? So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However.
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I'm really hoping it's not Sakura. I don't know, the Kyoko girlie, you're my other suspect. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of her lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. Once again, rich coming from you. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. What you thinking, Mondo? That was gonna be your girlfriend. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to do is, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which is why I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. You too, Makoto? I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Okay. Well, I'm just glad I don't have to walk around aimlessly. There's a lot going on. Okay, let's see. The scanner. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
You called for me? No. Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You
What?
need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for 2 people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, right? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, like Hifumi, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, right?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the locker room and only boys can go in the boys' locker room. So I'm thinking it has to be a girl. I said this yesterday, hello, / last week for y'all. Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other
As
words,
such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Yeah.
such ignorance.
Goodness, you're simple. It's common sense. It's not about being simple, babe. I hate him. I hate him. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. What do you mean? I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of a noble Togami family. What do you mean loaning? I mean borrowing. Like stealing? So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
Yeah.
Teasing me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. So a boy could have stolen a girl's e-handbook? Well, who doesn't have their e-handbook? Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So, I'm assuming they are talking about, like, stealing? So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out, but be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own self. Okay.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in the mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. I am actually lacking in the mental... Well, not me. Makoto. Makoto is ditzy, and I've come to accept that. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. You know, he's not letting me click around very much, but you know what? It's making it go fast. Or I'm just getting lucky clicking the right things the first go round. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? What? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Okay. Let's click this. The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Okay. A surveillance camera, and there's what I can only assume a gun attached to it. It's so chilling. Why is there a gun attached to it? Is there anything over here? Just more security cameras and a screen. Anything over here? What's this box thing? There's a mailbox here. A mailbox. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. What? No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them, huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbook of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So someone used either Junko's or Sayaka's handbook to possibly get in. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Mizuno. Right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. So it's only prohibited for me to give it to someone, but you know, if I either steal someone's or use one of the dead people's one, it's fine. That did happen 5 seconds ago. I didn't need you to reiterate. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the other one won't turn on. It must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It will make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. I don't want to talk about that. And we're seeing it. The memory of it came flooding back. The cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution in that mastermind concocted a cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey! Oh wait, that's not right because, like, didn't Monokuma tell us that it would take like an insane amount of pressure? He said like 4 tons or something like that of pressure to break the handbook, and it's also waterproof, so like we could go deep sea diving with the handbook and it would be fine. Hey, why are we making you angry? Hey, what? The e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, then it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure and is waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit with it, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. What? It does?
I can't hear you.
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an unreliable fact. It's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, it's something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? There's still things I need to click upon. Do I have to talk to Byakuya? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the truth identity of Genocide Jack. Then you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely,
myself.
I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. Okay. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious killer? I mean, we've already had this conversation. Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder, but words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. You can show me.
Don't make me repeat myself.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. What do you mean by basis? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence does something like that really... Ah, hey, you too! What do you mean? Oh, hey, Hina. Big trouble, need your help.
I don't have time.
We're
to play
busy,
with
leave
you.
us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me. What's wrong? What is it?
Please.
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean,
But it's an emergency. What's the emergency? An emergency? What happened?
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Can't you deal with it? Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. Are you into her as well? I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, whatever. I didn't expect that. I was for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Okay, let's head to Toko's room. Alright, hey guys, let's go. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. What, y'all want me to talk to y'all first? Can we not just walk in? What is it, Hina? You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So what is this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, to see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out. She kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Okay, let's do it then. I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong. The door swung open slowly and silently. Your boo thing is here. He wants to speak with you. Why is she trembling like that? Toko, are you okay? Toko? An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me. I mean, that follows her everywhere.
what?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, pulling yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
She's back to stuttering.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
But Nepo Baby Supreme wants to talk to you.
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
What? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What were you talking about? What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago, I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? Is she saying she has a split personality named Genocide Jack? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Her boo thing, she has the biggest crush on Nepo Baby Supreme, so he gotta talk to her. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Hey Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room? I mean,
That's fine.
sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Well, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few moments,
what do you want?
leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Ah, Bakula.
It's Byakuya.
Byakuya. I was close with the pronunciation. Byakuya. I prefer Nepo Baby Supreme. I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. What promise? Spill the tea. What promise? But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. I'm thinking that it was Toko who killed her. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off, right? And she's obsessed with him. There's nothing else we can do. Let's go back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise.
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Pipe down. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried up to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Should I talk? Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. There are no clues here. We need to check elsewhere. Who knew accidentally pressing Z would make you click? Okay, let's just talk to him and see what he wants me to do. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. Oh, okay. Oh goodness, there's so many things. There are no clues. We need to check elsewhere. Okay, I think at least he's to the point. Anything to do with the letter? There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. Door? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. I've never been in here before because Byakuya, Nepo Baby Supreme, he always blocks the darn door. Whoa, there's so many books and files. And so much dust too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Okay, let's see. There's a good bit. Okay, what's this box? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges on the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Was Chihiro tied up with an extension cord or rope? It would have been nice to see, but Byakuya rushed me out of the locker room. Okay, let's see. There's a lamp on the floor. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
what?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? Can I not look at the lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Ooh, coin. Okay, here. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Okay. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Okay. There are so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in half of these things?
Enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. Shut up. You are just as insignificant as me. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. We both ended up in the same place. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I don't think you ever kids. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just let it go for now. Spin around. Is this another camera? There's even a surveillance camera here. Byakuya is like in the way. Okay. Of this bookshelf. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. What kind of archive is this? It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All of those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh, so are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right? That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all of this together? I suppose it goes to show how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, there is no doubt. Hold on a sec, you're saying you've read all these documents more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other
I already
words,
told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. I'm telling you, his family does stuff like this. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world's backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. An excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in a victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. And that is the one thing that we did not mention when we were talking about Genocide Jack. So I don't think the general public would have known that unless they were him. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who know about that particular fact were the members of the police and the other higher ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media has ever found out, so yeah, it would have to be the actual Genocide Jack to have known that. Huh? Or you. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime, which would never happen in real life. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other
The
words,
culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Huh?
In other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I've never been so disrespected in my life. I gotta click on him again. I clicked on everything else. Byakuya, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. You know what? He may just want a bite of my apple, and I'm just kind of disturbed by that fact. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Who are you the boss of? That's what I would like to know. Murder cases of Genocide Jack, top secret. Byakuya handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where the photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. Yeah, everybody is suspended like that. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Okay, let's read just one of them. We're gonna read the guy with the glasses one. The murder took place in the blank parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later attached to the victim to the wall. As with other cases at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust was written in the victim's blood. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made, with every pair each left at the murder scene seeming to be something. The words are in front of it. Ken Harada, 32. Chihiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Aize, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. There was no end to it. There's a bunch of people. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. The killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. At the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page, profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could suggest that the suspect may be a student. Yeah, the times They were out of school. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there were any external reasons for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Oh my gosh, I think it's Toko. I think it's Toko. And her alter is Genocide Jack. Oh my goodness.
So in other words,
The key point is that the culprit may well have been a split personality. A split personality like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one may be more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Ah, wait, Byakuya. As usual, Nepo Baby Supreme turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he had asked me to join in, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's something I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, to the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. So I need to talk to everyone and go to the boys and girls locker room, and then hopefully the trial will start. So let's go. Did I go to the locker room first? I mean, it's closest. Hey Hifumi. Ding ding ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. What did you find, Hifumi?
I feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. Please do.
That's it.
I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg says she witnessed something worthwhile too. So I need to talk to Celeste. Really? What did she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies a boy she likes, right? Right? Goodness gracious. Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? I should probably leave because I'm worried when I'm sure they're okay. I was about to say I probably should head. I was worried that, they won't let me leave. But I was worried that if I check the body first, they might not let me go talk to Celeste, so I tried to leave, Let me talk to all of y'all before I investigate again, because I gotta talk to everybody. Dude had a real complex about being weak. I talked to everybody already about this, so he's just repeating it. Is Kyoko gonna say something new? Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking, but I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Okay, something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about, just concentrate on the murder. But
so then.
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. What? You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. Her handbook is gone? So I need to find her handbook as well. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Watch, we did all of this just to find out that Nepo Baby Supreme was the murderer. But it's definitely looking like Toko has split personalities. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Do you think it already went, like, do you think they already put it in the locker thing by the front door? Hey Sakura.
Damn.
Chihiro's presence here was especially weak, her body and her soul. To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. Yeah, sorry, girly. I feel the same way. I cannot forgive this. I'm just glad it wasn't you, girly. Let's check her body again. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with the extension cord, it looks like. What it looks like, some kind of rope. I don't know, that kind of looks like an extension cord to me. Like the one that's missing from the library. The rope is used to prop up her hand in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, that's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them, but seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. He always stabs them with like scissors, right? Or yeah? But does this all mean status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook? I'm starting to think this wasn't Genocide Jack who did this. I'm starting to think that. My eyes on Byakuya as well. Well, the other thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together, and like maybe he's trying to pin it on Toko because he knows she's ditzy and likes him, just like Sayaka was doing to me, you know? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. I already know that it's from the library. Goodness gracious, they just want me to walk. Plus it might help to look at that Genocide Jack case file one more time. It's a blood-stained poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you find something like this. They have the exact same picture in the boys' locker room as well, which is odd. Now I'm feeling like this is a Genocide Jack copycat. Let's get out of here. Stores leads out to the pool. Oh, I'm not trying to go to the pool. My bad. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here. We need to head back to the library. Hey Hifumi, I'm being forced. See you later. I'm sure there must still be. Oh, I was supposed to check the boys' locker room as well. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, let's see. What the heck is this on the floor? Did someone poop themselves? Did someone poop themselves? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Don't touch it. Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What the heck? Wait a minute right now. Wait a minute. There's a stain on the carpet. That poster is wrong. That big boobed girl poster was in here before. Where did this poster come from? Huh? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado, which is something that would actually be in the girls' locker room. Like, that makes sense that that would be in there. And our big boob girl poster is in. Something happened in here, which makes me think he might have actually been a boy who did this. Yeah, this is not right. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. Yeah, that one used to be in here. But the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model, which used to be in here because I was shocked and appalled by it before. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What was the reason anyone would have? Maybe because the blood got on it, so they're like, let me just switch them, you know? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker room. 2 locker room posters has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Who would know a little bit more about that? Let's get out of here. Leave the boys' locker room? Yeah. Can I leave here now? No, I can't. Hifumi, do you know about the locker rooms?
I feel as if...
He don't know nothing. You know what? Maybe Sakura knows a lot about locker rooms because she's always here, but she's never been in the boys' one. She's the only one I can think of, Sakura or Hina, but they won't let me leave. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. What? You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of water and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. That was coffee. A stain. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with? Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So this murder, it would seem it actually took place in the boys' locker room, and they just moved a bunch of stuff to make it seem like it was in the girls' locker room that it took place. So we would think that it was a girl. So they switched the rug and the poster. Okay, let's get out. I can actually leave the room now, thank goodness. Okay, I have to go back to the library, they said. I'm trying to remember all the things they're... Gosh darn caps lock! It's the bane of my existence. Why does it pop up on the screen? This is the girls' bathroom. Obviously, I can't go in. I don't know why I thought that was the library door. That's my bad. That's my bad. This is the first time I've came in a library and Byakuya wasn't there. Okay, let's click the box with the extension cord missing. The wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Oh, and you wanted to look at the file again? I want to take another good look at Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Did he take it? Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that is Byakuya. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. He took it. Fine. Maybe because it was... I don't think it was fake. But I think he did it because he did it. There's still more I need to check? Really? There's a thick layer of dust on the type of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. Got a coin though. The desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. It's sure dark over there. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But the last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if the library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So now I can actually leave. So that's what I needed to see. Alright, let's head on out. Okay, now we gotta head downstairs because... Am I heading the right? Yes, I am. Because I gotta talk to a few people, if I can remember. I do want to go to the front door first because I want to see, like, if Chihiro's handbook has already gone to the locker now that, you know, she's passed. There's a mailbox here and inside are Junko, Leon, and Sayaka's e-handbooks. So her e-handbook is not here. It looks like the handbooks of any dance students are brought here to the mailbox somehow. Yeah. So it's not here. But Hiro is here at least. Huh? Oh, hey Makoto, what's up? Are you investigating, Hiro? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. That's definitely haven't looked inside the mailbox. Why are you saying that? Well, I'm gonna head out. Where else was I supposed to go? The world may never know. I'll just check. Oh, hey! Hey, Taka. Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Do you think Toko's secret was that she was Genocide Jack? And maybe when she saw it, she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this. But she doesn't remember anything when she splits personalities. So she was like, oh, it was me. And she just thinks she did it, but she didn't actually do it, you know? Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Dang it, I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. It's okay, Taka. I'm gonna figure it out. We're in the gym and nobody's here. I just want to see if anyone's like around, you know? No one usually hangs out in the gym though, not gonna lie. Yeah, nobody's here. Okay, time to go to the Despair Hotel. Let's go on in. Alright, to the cafeteria first. I did have to talk to Celeste. She likes to hang out in the cafeteria for whatever reason. Let's see if she's here. Hina's here. Aren't you supposed to be standing outside of Toko's door? Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out, just keep mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? Okay, so this promise, I feel like, I don't know. I'm leaning towards that this was maybe Byakuya who did this, which would be odd because usually the person, I've done one trial. But you would think that the person that's helping you with the trial wouldn't be guilty, but I don't trust Byakuya as far as I can throw him. He's a psychopath. So I'm going to throw out another theory. Byakuya did this. Toko confided in him that she has split personalities because she's like in love with him or whatever. So he decided to frame her for this as if it was Genocide Jack who did it because she wouldn't remember anyways and would just believe that it was her who did it and that she split again, you know? Because I don't know if anyone besides him, he never let anyone go and look at the files, and I don't think anyone besides him knew about the locker with the e-handbooks or whatever. And Hiro was suspicious about the locker, but he's just not bright, so I don't know if he could pull this all off, you know? Maybe my head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Are there more? Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. I tried to spend time with her and I couldn't find her anywhere. I scoured the school. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with, right? Because it wasn't me.
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. So, she would have, if she stayed away from all the girls, if she talked to anybody, it would have been a boy. So if she talked to anyone, it would have been a boy. And if the only person she would have talked to was a boy, that means that's the only person she would have asked to come exercise with her in the middle of the night. I'm starting to think. She wasn't close to any of the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Okay, so my good sis was a little bit of a pick-me. That's okay, that's okay. May she rest in peace. But she was a bit of a pick-me. So she was only cool with the boys. Understood. It's kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh wait, maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Hina's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So she was only cool with the boys around here. So that's the only people she would have like trusted. Is anyone in the kitchen? No. Yeah, let me leave. I gotta come across Celeste. Alright, let's see. Is Celeste in the bathhouse? I don't know why she would be. She hates getting her face wet. Anybody in here? I haven't seen Mondo in a minute. Oh wait, he's in the, whatchamacallit. I just ignore him. He's with the body. Anyone in the sauna? Nope, nobody. Laundry room? Anybody? No one in the laundry room. Okay, let's see. Someone has to be. Come on, Celeste. Trash room? No, nobody here. Where the heck is Celeste? Let me see if I can knock on Toko's door. I don't know where Celeste is. This is Toko's room. I should probably leave her alone for now. Okay, let me see. If I don't even remember how to pull the map up because I haven't done that in a very long time. Okay, map. Okay. Hifumi's there. Locker's there. Oh, let me see. Am I right there? What's going on? Library, archive, girls' bathroom. Okay. Where is Celeste then? Where is Celeste? I'm gonna have to check everywhere for this girl. Ridiculous. I didn't go in the AV room because I thought it would be unnecessary. And it is unnecessary. Where is Celeste? I don't have time for these games. Hero is in there. Nobody's in the gym. Let me go to the second floor. Nobody's here. I feel like the only place I haven't checked is the pool, but watch, there's a place I've just forgotten. So I'm gonna head to the pool. I have to go to the pool through the boys' locker room. My bad. Nobody is here, bro. Nobody is here. And I still haven't found her stupid handbook either. Guess not. They didn't even put it in this stupid locker. Oh my gosh. I just clicked on Hifumi again and he told me she's in the warehouse. I did not go there. I forgot about the 2 new places downstairs. That's my bad. I did, well, not the 2. I went in the bathhouse, but I didn't go in the warehouse because I forgot it existed. That's so embarrassing. Gosh darn it. I told you it was gonna be the one place I forgot. Can't live like this. I can't live if living without you. Celeste? Oh, thank goodness, Celeste. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From foods to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you and only you.
Actually.
Thank you. Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime. There she is.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Yeah, she has a bag.
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Blue track jacket?
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Blue track jacket. And just like that, she was gone.
Indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro was carrying. Yeah, that was not in there. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account. This has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Ding dong bing bong. Is it trial time already? I mean, it's been a while, but is it?
So I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
So we're starting the trial and I don't even have a definitive answer of who it is. Well, this is going to be fantastic.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Well, it's time. Begin the class trial or it's about to begin. I have no choice. The red door is right through here. Okay, I gotta walk it now. Oh, it is time. I really don't have a definitive answer about who it is. Ahem, so is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone? Are we?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. Oh, she must still be in her room freaking out. And Toko is a psychopath who, not psychopath. She's not a psychopath. Byakuya is a psychopath. She's just extremely rude and extremely insecure. You really don't remember? You literally brought us all here. The least you could do is remember who we are. Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? Yeah, that's the right word. She's a crucial part of this class trial this time.
What are you gonna
Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out, kicking and screaming. Just one moment. And just like that, and just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Literally dragging? She's real upset. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. He actually dragged you? Terrible, you're terrible. Okay, let's everybody calm down.
Phew.
So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her, right? Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here.
Hey, come on.
Effing Toko, man. What got her so worked up? I'm just gonna head on to the elevator. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions. I couldn't stop speculating. Terrible things happened the last time we were on this. The steel box sank with the heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop. We're here. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? I'm not gonna lie, I cannot tell the difference about anything you've done in here. I'm not gonna lie. Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it, not at all. Okay, then let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtains opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yes, I do. Can select a skill now. I feel like I should definitely, like, I'm so bad at this one. I need to. Oh, I can choose a lot. I can actually choose it. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's finish our preparations. I didn't know why I was getting those skills. I guess I could use them during the trial.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I clicked a little prematurely on accident.
Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Yes, the dumbbell. First, we have to make clear that was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay. Locker room dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron.
Oh gosh, darn it. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay, so
It certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
my bad. That was my bad. I don't know what happened. And I don't know why my R's were just rolling. I don't know.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Uh-huh.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
It was not. Gosh darn it. I did it again. These bullets are so stupid slow.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it was
According to the Monokuma file, the killer, what kind of blunt instrument
Okay,
could it
gotta
have
do
been?
this prematurely now.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Go! Thank goodness. Gotta click so far ahead.
Can
Iron
we
pipe.
agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Yes, it was. And once again, I said this last time, and I'm gonna say this again this time. I'm sick of people talking who didn't investigate at all. I'm sick of y'all. So if you didn't investigate at all, pipe down. I don't want to hear anything from Hina. I don't want to hear anything from Hiro. I don't want to hear anything from Hifumi, even though he said he looked for something, so maybe he could talk.
It was covered in blood.
I don't want to hear anything from
And there
Toko.
was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Looked at her head wound?
I mean, you had to, kind of.
That's so creepy!
You had to.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
If he goes and flat out says it's Toko, I'm going to even more so think it's probably him.
What? For real?
Tahiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer.
Oh, he's saying Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the fiendish killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to nonstop debates. Would you like to hear more? Oh my gosh. I barely survived the last one. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to distract your reactions. I don't need any more distractions, let's be honest. Your truth bullets will disappear when they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attack a silencer, which you can choose to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have the silencer out. This is so dumb. Why can't I not just actually... Bro, I promise you, these break my spirit every time. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. I really, genuinely, I tried to change my stuff to gentle and I couldn't figure it out. I wanted it to be on gentle. I don't know what I was thinking. Just know I'm figuring it out for the next trial. I'm going to figure out how to go back to gentle. In which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Kind isn't kind. Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
I'm shooting them down though.
No proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm kind of doing kind of well with the silencer.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Boom boom. I don't know why that didn't work the first time I shot it, if y'all saw that. It did not work when I shot it the first time. Nothing happened. Okay.
Might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Yeah.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
And I completely organically found it with no help whatsoever.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a
There's
bloody
actually
message
three.
is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No, that is not correct, Hifumi.
No, it's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Yeah, how the victim was positioned.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Yes, she was.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
And you, Byakuya.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
And Toko, probably. I feel like she might actually have Genocide Jack as her alter, but she just didn't do this. I feel like.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
So now I know it's probably Byakuya who did this. Because there's no way. These trials go on for, at the very minimum, an hour and a half. There's no way. The person we accuse off bat is usually not them. And last time, unfortunately, that was me.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
So now I think it's you who did this. Let's calm down, Hifumi.
What?
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
This personality is afraid of blood.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle.
I think this part is true. Like, she may actually be Genocide Jack, but I don't think she killed Chihiro. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not be Toko. The answer is she's just not just one person, but multiple people, right? Hangman's Gambit. H.I.? What? What? I don't know what word you think I'm supposed to be doing. What word is this supposed to be? S? B? Wait, what? See? This J. What the heck is this word supposed to be? Schizo. Is it supposed to be schizo? Why was that so hard for me to grasp? And why would you choose that word? You know?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Why would you choose that word for a situation like this? It's not even related.
Huh? I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
Mm-hmm.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Okay, but still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is
perfectly acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine, kid. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah! That was one of the ugliest noises I've ever let out. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Toko, this is not the time. I'm trying to help you out, girlie.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can't.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
Oh, yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
She confided in you.
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
And what was that?
She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
So she did tell you, and he knew about the files, and I feel like he was like, they got the secrets, and he was like, I can frame her for it. So I feel like this was probably Byakuya who killed Chihiro.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie, right, Toko?
I don't think it is. I feel like she may actually be a serial killer. But I do believe that Byakuya may be framing her for this particular murder.
What?
Yeah, he played you, girly.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have a lot of bodies under your belt. So, like, even if we prove that this isn't Toko, we're stuck living with a serial killer, y'all. It's a lose-lose.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Dang. Now she's crying.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
What do you mean?
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
What? You said that?
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Did she make that up too? She does make stuff up a lot.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I feel like he's definitely blaming her for this, and he did it.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
Because, do you even remember when you switch?
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
Because why would she faint when she saw the body, if she remembers?
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged forwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second, oh my gosh, she switched. Oh my gosh!
Hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill, because she's a lady. I am disturbed. I am disturbed.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack.
She's
Or
a
better
double
yet, let's
ultimate.
go with Genocide Jill.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Toko, what happened to you?
You know, she's just living life.
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Oh my goodness.
So intense.
She is.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
You know, I don't think I could have ever seen this coming.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Right? They're like opposites.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
Can you put that thing away?
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, she's happy now. Put that thing away.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't think she did it.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? another thing. The police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Yes, they did.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Just kidding again.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I don't think she is.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
I don't think she is responsible.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Yeah, I don't think she is. This killing is not it's not her MO. It said that there's a pair of scissors that she uses for every murder. It's like the same type of scissors. And this murder was with a dumbbell. Doesn't seem like her thing.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I believe her.
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. I never found Chihiro's handbook, by the way. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Make your argument. Status of the dead body. Alright.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, that's everything. Okay, I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. I just feel like it's more useful for me to hear the whole thing, you know?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say
Okay,
that,
sorry.
but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do you need?
It blocked me. That's so embarrassing.
Give it up. You killed her.
That's so embarrassing. It actually successfully blocked me.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Oh gosh darn it.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us?
Perhaps if you had an
Oh, an alibi, huh?
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
Oh my gosh. I missed it again. Why is it blocking me so successfully?
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect
And I keep
any of
misfiring
us
on
to
accident.
believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Go.
No.
That's not correct. I don't know why that was so hard for me, even though it was a very simple
Really
task.
exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
I'm not sure about that either.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases in this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know?
He doesn't. He didn't look around, girly.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
They were like stabbed 3 times with 3 pairs of scissors.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
Yes, it would.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
She's so excited about all
Please
this.
stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. The fact that he used a... Why do I have only 2 hearts? Is it because I missed it so many times? That's my bad. It's related to how she was suspended. Yeah, with the cord. She doesn't use cord. All the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you'll see a clear difference. How the body was... What was used to suspend her, yeah.
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Well, it's an extension cord.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. and then you know what else?
What?
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Is there another one?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Honestly, that is kind of a cute nickname for someone named Makoto because, you know, Big Mac. And it's the burger. I enjoy that. Maybe I'll start calling you Big Mac.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
And that would be...
Oh my word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
Oh yeah, they're always dudes.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, I didn't see any girls in those long lists of names.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. It's because she was a girl. I didn't see one girl in that list.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
Oh my gosh. That's where that TikTok sound came from? This is where the TikTok sound comes from. Okay.
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They're all dudes. Yeah, I remember struggling to read all of them.
They were all guys?
Yes, they were.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I actually like her like
I'm
this.
just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Yeah.
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
Read him.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
Yes, it does.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
There's definitely scissors here. The girls got sewing kits, and I saw the colossal scissors in them.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Yeah, there are, in the girls' sewing kits.
Are you sure about that?
In the girls' sewing kits. Yeah. Oh, she has so many of them. How did she get them in here?
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can go anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
In this situation, yes.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
No, Byakuya knew about that as well.
Yeah, that's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Yeah, Byakuya knew. So, I'm feeling it was him. The one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. It is Byakuya. Oh, I've been waiting all my life to accuse you of something validly. Nepo Baby Supreme.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
He has.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Yes, he's so formal with people's names. He's quiet.
The reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Why would you kill Chihiro? She's so nice.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
Her only crime was being a pick-me.
The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, both versions of her really like him, but the fact that Genocide Jill's version of her likes you, you are really in danger, sir.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yes, it does.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
I don't even remember that far back. In the locker rooms, they're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? This is the one time these flashbacks have actually been useful. Huh? Suspicious? I do remember this though. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Yeah, why would you say start with the girls? That's weird.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? Since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
We didn't even know it was Chihiro yet. We didn't even know it was her.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
We didn't even know it was her yet.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it?
We didn't know who died.
Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Oh my gosh, when will new things stop being added? The next thing we're gonna add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. What? If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction loaded in your truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case though, I will say that if you don't use the flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Make your argument. Monokuma file number 2. I don't even know what's in Monokuma file number 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
What?
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to
I did that on accident.
You absolutely take it.
He filmed me, stop.
Natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So, of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first.
Oh.
There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Okay, so that was hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl. I realized there was a clear contradiction there because it doesn't make sense how you could have known before we'd even found out. Okay, I need to make the contradiction clear. Yeah, I did.
So Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Yeah.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it.
Yeah.
A natural reaction for
Well,
any
I'm not
guy.
agreeing with him.
The
Goodness
victim
gracious.
was Chihiro.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, it was before we ever found out, you know?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Yeah, because I was really hoping it wasn't her when we walked in.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
He
But
looks
your
a little
reasoning is
shook.
still too weak. What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Well, hopefully they spoon feed it. What's with Byakuya's attitude? You know, he's always like this, pretty much. It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like he's not gonna freak out until the trial is actually over because he expects nothing but success in his life because that's all he's been given. So I don't think he even has it in his head that he can fail. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Thank you,
We
Kyoko.
just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Yes. The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Y'all just take my word for it. Make your argument. Library desk lamp. Ah!
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
It was an extension cord.
It absolutely was.
then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
The library desk.
Obviously,
Oh,
somebody else
frick, I
must have had it
missed.
hidden away somewhere.
I freaking missed. Gosh darn it.
What? The difference between the cases?
I'm pressing buttons everywhere.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Gosh darn it.
Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away somewhere.
I hate these purple phrases. Wasting my time. I know.
The difference between the cases? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, I use my very
I can't fast forward because I want the purple phrases for time, you know?
It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Go!
Obviously, somebody
Oh
else
my
must have had it
freaking
hidden
goodness,
away
I can't take it no more. How many times am I gonna miss?
What? The difference between
Oh.
the cases?
Whoopsie.
You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Chihiro was
suspended with some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I have to focus.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Please hit it. Oh my gosh.
No, actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
I think so as well.
Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Extension cord?
Mm-hmm.
Byaku, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. There's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
He's quiet again. He's thinking.
That's
He's thinking.
really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
No, you didn't. You killed her in the boys' locker room.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
No, he's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
I don't think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's
Not
what
necessarily.
happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Yeah, that's, he is. But I guess I'm supposed to prove it without the shadow of a doubt, you know?
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
What am I thinking about?
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Yeah.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
We have.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Well, you didn't kill her there, no.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean, can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, it's not the truth. There's still some things that are a bit funny about it. But if it ends up actually being Byakuya who killed her, who cares about the little things, you know? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime.
Say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Yeah, she was found dead there, but I don't think she died there.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later. Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Exactly.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I do.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Yeah.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
The evidence shows that the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker rooms. Well, there was two things. The poster and the rug. But I feel like the rug is more like, you know, the carpet. The posters, I feel like that's just more.
I got it. Proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Is that the right one? Because it's the posters and the rug. I just don't know which one they want in this very moment. And they get real testy about that type of thing.
Your proof is some posters?
Mm-hmm.
The poster in the girls' locker room was...
of a boy band.
a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
And I saw that poster in the locker room. Y'all know I click everywhere.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
That sounds like Toko.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And
That's not the only
thing
thing.
I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
She does.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It's that it was in... yeah, it was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yes.
But why would anyone do that?
Because they wanted us to think that it was a girl who did this.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room,
Yeah.
then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
She must have used Leon's. Yeah? She must have used Leon.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Okay, theory before they blatantly tell me. I feel like she may have used Leon's handbook. I looked everywhere, every room of the school, did not find her handbook anywhere. So, and Leon's is the only one that won't turn on. So we don't even know if that's actually Leon's handbook. What if that is Chihiro's handbook and Leon's is the one that's somewhere like just around, you know?
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
I feel like she did.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Hero, you're gonna be helpful for the first
I
time?
highly doubt that.
There is a way, yeah.
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Come on, Hero, use that brain. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? She could have, yeah. Make your argument. The broken e-handbook, yeah.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
She was.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it.
No.
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Yeah, she did.
Huh? What thing?
Talking about Leon's handbook, of course. She had that. She could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
That is true. So I have to shoot Leon's handbook to get into the broken handbook with the broken e-handbook, yeah. And she's the only one that can figure out how to break it because she is the ultimate programmer, you know. She could jailbreak that thing. Or she jailbroke her own.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
I have my hearts back.
Sure, that would have been no problem for her.
Let's not lose them.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall. I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Please. Oh my gosh, I narrowly almost got it. I narrowly missed. Almost. That was almost a
No,
disaster.
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Yeah, something's wrong with it.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
That's all he had to go on. Sakura, let's not put too much pressure on him.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
No, just a regulation against lending your handbook, not using someone else's.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
Really?
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Me?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
We're silent. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's the one who really did it. If Byakuya didn't kill Chihiro, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed because I'm tired of his presence. I'm gonna be really upset about that. But I know she wasn't killed in the girls' locker room. But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Yeah, she hasn't talked much this trial.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Unless, like, he switched the stuff ahead of time using one of the girls. Like, he switched the stuff around. But I don't know why he would have done that.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
And what is that?
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
A break from the trial? We're allowed to do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, I didn't know we were allowed to do that.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
A recess?
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Let's go see. Please teleport me there. Before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Where she took us was back here.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Again? For the third time? You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully.
Okay, get this freak on out of here.
Using our hand.
Get him out of here.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body. It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
Okay, Sakura. You got it, girl.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
I'm not gonna lie. With the way she lived in life, I don't know if that's the truth.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura, is this some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
What?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay.
Why do we have to
here I
bring
go.
her?
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together for a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
Just say where to look, girl.
What? This What is this?
What? What?
What is it?
What?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Oh, she's real mad about it. What is it? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled. It made Sakura tremble?
This girl is
what?
Is what?
Is a boy.
Sakura is a femboy, and that would be why she was way closer to the boys than the girls and was only comfortable around the boys. Honestly, that made me like her even more. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I could have never seen that coming.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Oh my god. I'm truly, I could have never saw that coming.
It's really true?
So she could have used hers to get into the boys' locker room.
Chihiro was I?
Chihiro was really small as well. Chihiro was like 4'10", 100 pounds. Like, that's very little.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
How could I have known that?
You're really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Oh my gosh. Go away.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
But like, I mean, we're calling Chihiro a boy now, but like, what? I feel like I'm just gonna still call Chihiro a girl because that's what she introduced herself to me as, you know? I feel like that's what she wanted. To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never crossed my mind. Honestly, that's the last thing I thought we were gonna find up in there. I thought we were gonna find a new wound.
He would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
That is true, yes.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Yeah.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy.
That's why...
He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
That is why she never took, like, that's why she never took Sakura and Hina's invitation to work out with them. She wouldn't have been able to get in there.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
Yeah.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Yeah.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well,
I don't get the motive
I
from...
must admit,
well,
I did find it rather odd.
I assume it's so we could think the killer was a girl, which would be Toko.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
I don't know. I think so.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Yeah, he's definitely the one who did that, but I'm just saying, like, we found out that accomplices don't get to graduate with the killer. So if he did that part, who was he helping that he's willing to die for if he helped someone?
But I think he might not actually be the killer after
Yeah,
all.
who in here is Byakuya willing to die behind so they get out is the question.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Yeah.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
So who is he willing to die behind? I don't know anyone he actually likes up in here.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Who are you helping?
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Alter?
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
So, do you know who did it at all?
Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Why are you trying to kill all of us on purpose?
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
Yeah, why? Because now you've tampered with the entire crime scene. You nincompoop.
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
He is so stupid. And I really wish I was hoping and dreaming that it was actually him. Because I want him dead so bad. Like, why?
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You know what? I think it might have been Mondo. Because when he found out she wasn't a girl by seeing her in the locker room on accident, he just killed her and moved her. Because he's the only one who didn't have a reaction to finding out that Chihiro wasn't a girl, and I feel like they had a thing going on.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Our lives are on the line here, hero.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility. Because if we're wrong, all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
I don't think
Damn
I've heard
straight. Count me in.
Mondo talk this trial.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Make your argument again. Celeste's account. Okay.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Oh gosh darn it, I missed.
Nobody get a look at the killer?
It was at 2 a.m.
Killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Go!
It's over.
Oh my gosh, it zoomed immediately after.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Go! Yes! Celeste saw her. Who has
I
a
believe
blue
someone
track
else
zip
did
up?
see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Yes,
Now
Celeste.
that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Yes.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Yep.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Right? It's like gone.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry, but why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
That's because Chihiro wouldn't have been able to go in the girls' locker room with you guys.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
Yes.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Well, it... Okay.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I know who the killer is. Okay.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
This is the first time you spoke up, and I wouldn't speak too loud because I'm not gonna lie, I'm guessing it's you.
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed
The track jacket. Have I seen anyone in a blue track jacket with a duffel
Focus
bag?
on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Blue track.
Are you
What?
sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
I mean, I have it. I can see it in the picture, but who wore that?
You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Uh-huh. And
All
the
the
jacket?
bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Yeah.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. I'm still a little lost, I'm not gonna lie. Make your argument. Celeste's account? Okay.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He's on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! It's that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
It matched?
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oh,
Don't even
gosh darn
have a
it.
tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
You have a white one?
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Wait a minute.
Did any of that really help us get any
How does he know the
closer to
tracksuit is
figuring out
blue?
who
Did
the
she
culprit
say
is?
that out loud just now? Or did she only tell me that? How did you know the tracksuit was blue?
what he just said without even realizing it?
I did. How did he know that? She's right. What he just said right now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all,
Okay,
we know
got
where
it.
Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise.
So next week, why did he choose?
What do you mean, this?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as...
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Yeah. I think Celeste only told me that.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
She did not.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
How do you know that?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
It was blue.
As a matter of fact, it was...
Before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
Besides me. Or maybe I just knew that because I can see the picture.
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Yeah.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I bet you feel bad for punching me now, don't you?
I'm sure you saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be
No,
it.
they were destroyed.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was,
Please don't talk.
Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Who the heck is Cherry?
Cherry, are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Put the scissors away, ma'am.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit, while you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
It's either the way he talked or the way he was acting. The way he was acting?
The certain turning point that tipped me off.
Oh, thank goodness I picked the right one.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Yeah, you're very, misogynistic.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
You did. He actually did. I do remember that, but I didn't think that mattered because obviously I didn't know what Chihiro had going on downstairs.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Notice such a tiny detail?
If we lose Kyoko, we're all screwed. Let's be honest.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
I just wanted to be said right now is I've never hated Byakuya more than I hate Byakuya right now. Because obviously Toko confided in him that she was Genocide Jack / Genocide Jill. He found the body, tampered with the entirety of the evidence, pinned it on Toko, which would have effectively killed everybody, including him, besides Mondo, just because he wanted to. He didn't even know who actually did it for real. He just did that just to do it. And I beg somebody, please kill him. Please. Please.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
This was actually a twist for me, but luckily it was still someone I didn't like, you know?
I didn't kill anyone.
Now I gotta do the stupid rhythm
You've
game.
been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false
Oh
accusation.
yeah, I forgot they're besties now.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has
Oh yeah,
nearly
Hifumi
come.
said he found something, but he didn't want to tell me. So, but he's never mentioned it yet.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh my goodness! Don't discredit yourself before you speak.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
He did tell me that.
Really? What kind of evidence?
Okay, drama.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Just say it.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
You can't do any worse than Hero does around here. Actually, Hero said something actually helpful today, but it was only one thing.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
You found her handbook?
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it? You found it on the ground, right? So it must be Chihiro's because that's been missing for the entire time. I could not find
You
it.
know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Why would you think that wasn't relevant,
I
Hifumi?
was totally sure I'd found it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Maybe.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Why?
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
How we have
That's
figured out how
odd.
to break
I
it?
didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
They're not fragile, is the thing.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Yeah.
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
What do you mean?
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks... Wait, how would I know? By hitting its weak point?
You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
He did say that, and that's the only way I could think that Mondo would be capable of something like that, because Mondo is not that bright. So he can't hack anything. Yeah, I do remember that.
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Yeah, I don't know that much.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Yeah.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So,
Yeah, what is it?
You're asking me?
Just go ahead and say it.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
And like, honestly, if anyone breaks their own handbook, they're just screwed. Anyway, they screwed
But
themselves
if
over.
I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example?
I'm sure someone will, but we need this for this
Then
information.
allow me
We
to
need this
make
info.
a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
It's about to be something very docile, isn't it?
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
High temperatures for too long? Did he stick them in the sauna?
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it? Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Ah.
Temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. When you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
I'm glad you're having fun with this, Taka.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Yeah, I don't know how he found it out,
How'd they
but
find out?
maybe,
He didn't tell anyone, right?
yeah, maybe Mondo accidentally brought his handbook when him and Taka were doing that manly competition or whatever.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Maybe
What
he,
if they
because he
found
had
out
his
by
clothes
accident?
on, huh? He had his clothes on, and because he wanted to really prove he was tougher, and maybe his handbook broke that night.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Yeah.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
I was the witness to Taka and Mondo's manliness battle.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Mondo, yeah. Yeah, your bestie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was Mondo, yeah. Oh my goodness, look at her. Insane. It was Mondo.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
I'm sorry about your bestie. I'm really sorry about that.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember? Before the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Yeah, he did.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
Taka, you can just be besties with me, I guess, or Kifumi. I don't know why anyone would want to do that, but there's other dudes around here. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. Make your argument again. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Broken e-handbook.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Maybe the broken handbook. I'm sure Mondo, if I can just prove that, maybe the broken handbook in there is Mondo's and not Leon's. Maybe he took Leon's in replacement. Then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be, I think he has Leon's handbook. Yeah.
Assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh gosh darn it. I missed again.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I missed again. That's my bad.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he said, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh my gosh. I got blocked.
Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I hate my life. Let's try again.
Makoto's assertion. If what he said, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Go! Oh!
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
I think it's Leon's.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
Yeah.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Yes, it is.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
Yes.
But
So
doesn't
turn
that
it on.
violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Hina, we went over this already like an hour ago.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
He's cursing me out. He's calling me out on my name.
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then
You're
why don't
defending
we
him
look
more than
back
he's
on this
defending
case
himself.
One more time, from the beginning.
Oh, it's time
That
for
way,
comics time?
Everything will be, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Okay. Look at how cute. Okay, let's see. What do you want here? Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse with the duffel bag and... Okay. Let's see. This has a duffel bag. Oh, this has a duffel bag in it. Okay, next page. What's here? There's something everyone has that you need to get into the locker rooms. I need the... What should I call it? The e-handbook. Okay, what's this? Which locker did Chihiro go into? What? Put this back. There's something everyone needs to get into the locker rooms. Okay. What's this? The weapon the killer used was the dumbbell? Yes. As the murder took place, some blood splattered onto something, didn't it? This poster? Uh-huh. To disguise his clues, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. Poster. Do you want this poster picture? Which locker did the killer move to? Which locker room did the killer move to? The girls. Okay. What was it that Byakuya brought to the murder scene? The extension cord. Just being evil. When Byakuya arrived on the scene, what did he use to disguise what had happened? Please kill him for tampering with evidence. Please. What did Byakuya arrive on the scene? What did he use to disguise what had happened? Where did the killer go after they were done? How would I know? And then this one is, when did the handbook get thrown in the sauna room? What happened to it? When the handbook got thrown in the sauna room, it broke. Oh, he went to the sauna, yeah, well, to the pool room, and it broke. Where's the picture of a broken handbook? Oh, this is it broken. Okay, let's see. Oh, I missed one. The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. He took something. The rug? Is there a picture of a rug? He switched this, but nothing about the rug in here? Okay, let's reenact and see if this is right.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. she made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? Simple, because she was really a he. Which is why he was able to use his own handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Oh, this picture's wrong. No, I didn't lay out my reasoning right. I need to rearrange the events of the case. Okay, so this is wrong right here. The weapon to use the killer was... Okay, so maybe it's him bench pressing here instead. Okay, reenact.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Once inside,
thank goodness it doesn't start over.
And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Oh, this is wrong as well. Okay, what's here? To disguise the truth, the killer sits around the carpet as well as something else. Is this the wrong photo? Where's the photo of me taking down the... I said a witch, gosh darn it. I don't have the hearts to spare for this. Okay, this one needs to go over here. And then the other one needs to... Okay, and what goes right here? The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it at the scene of the crime. So maybe it's this one here. Okay, pictures were the wrong way around. Did I ever refill that picture?
Why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. Then, removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall.
I didn't know our handbooks were so small, by the way.
Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. The Yakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Punish him as well.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Which is really demented and psychopathic.
Blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Completed.
Wait! No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Need proof? You can't pin any of this on him.
So I'm gonna have to argue with Taka. Why are you defending him more than he's defending himself? Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added. Oh my gosh! Why? Let's talk a bit about Fever Time and Nega Time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, Fever Time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. Okay. So you can push everything however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the most of it. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access to special time, right? So we prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time, sounds questionable, during the bullet time battle, oh my gosh, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate Fever Time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Yeah, I'm definitely going to gentle for the next round, if I can figure it out. This is stressing me out of my trail mix. Well then, good luck and have fun. I gotta really focus. Y'all know this is really hard for me. The moment of truth.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote.
What?
Show me some evidence.
Tempo.
I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Doing well.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. Corrupt. I refuse to vote.
Have a heart left.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
On the first time.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Yep, if we see Leon's name pop up, you're done.
Once we do that,
We don't gotta do that.
Are you coming clean?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Is it because you had confusing feelings for Chihiro? I did so well. I'm so talented and smart. Thank you.
What are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
I'm scared for his, because his ultimate is like motorcycle and I don't know.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Can we do a buy one, get one free, and like also add Nipple Baby Supreme into this?
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
And you know what the sad part is? I actually only hate him the third most out of everybody. Like, he's been slowly going down the ranks of hate.
What?
Uh-oh, this time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. Who did you choose? I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it? Okay, he's doing a lot right now. He's doing a lot. A lot of liquids are happening. He can't even say it.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. But for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text. How long is it that you gave me that option? Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now, nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken deep root inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, the world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet,
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
that's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to,
Yeah, that's right.
it was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Thank you, I guess. That's nice, even though you murdered Chihiro. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So he tried to protect Chihiro's identity by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it, after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many
myself.
times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? The embarrassing memory that he didn't want anyone to know. I mean, he's about to die. I'm fine with knowing everyone else's embarrassing memory but his.
Hey!
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. The brother you keep quoting, you're the one who killed him? Mondo, are you serious right now? He just told all your business. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Your brother? Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of a starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why I gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. And suddenly, it was an accident. Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I effed up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Dio never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Dio was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own brother. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it would have all been for nothing. So that's why Mondo, after I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to say or think, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there he told me a secret. Seriously? Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? Because I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would.
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing a lie I've been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
Why?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had enough strength to face his own weakness to try and overcome it. It was a kind of strength I'd never had. So I was jealous of him, and that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me?
What?
This is the exact same reason he put his hands on me for no reason. I'm just glad it didn't end in murder, I guess. I'm strong. Are you effing with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mundo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a
And
bitch.
stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro.
Yeah.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side of him from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Dang it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. Just shut up. Go ahead and say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Uh-oh. Punishing? You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the priests will be punished?
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special so punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader. Uh-oh. No, wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made from one man to another.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How'd you get him on there? The cage of death. Uh-oh. The corn cob is just flopping in the wind. It's kind of fun. Oh, that's not fun. That's not fun. Mondo? Mondo Butter? Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. I'm sorry, Taka. He's taking this really hard. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. But Apple Baby Supreme? You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime? Just to be evil.
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? I'm not surprised by that. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be
Well,
done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. Night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. It's a huge waste of my time, which is why I decided to lend a helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all of that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But...
Dang, man, if we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached to that point. No, you wouldn't have. I guarantee you if I failed at any point, we would have all died. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. That was almost a compliment. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Bro, is he for real right now? What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask you, Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
you...
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? So, like, you have one prepared for all of us. My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, is not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togabi family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled
Oh,
up.
so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. Unluckily for him, I'm the main character. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Oh, my goodness. Monokuma's laughter peeled through the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more future of us. All our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying,
What's this?
this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Look, you can see all of the monitors of the school in the background.
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
What?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
What are you talking about?
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
You must be talking about a different group of ultimates because no girl has killed here yet. I mean, Sayaka tried, but she failed
But
terribly.
I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
What?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Someone's working with Monokuma? That's with us?
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Who's the mole? There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean. Who is the 16th high school student?
Oh, my. You really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
Are they locked in the basement somewhere?
And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What? Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair. The end. 10 people remaining. To be continued. I got an item. Crazy diamond present. Ooh. Well, that's the end of chapter 2. We are going to be starting chapter 3 next week. So, I guess that's the end of this episode. Well, guys, I have finished today's episode. We have finally finished chapter 2. We're starting on chapter 3. I have been filming for 4 hours and 18 minutes, so I already know, and that was just the investigation and trial, so I already know y'all have been stuck with me for hours. So sorry. Hope y'all had snacks and drinks as I did, because I got really hungry during that trial. But my thoughts about the episode, I am shocked. They actually threw me off the scent. I didn't think that it was Mondo until the very end. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sad it was not Byakuya. I'm so sad about that. Really so sad about that. I want him dead so bad. I hate him. I hate his spirit. I hate him the most out of everybody. And everybody that I like just gets murdered. Why is nothing going my way? The only thing that went my way is that nobody suspected me of killing anyone this time. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you guys for giving me a chance. Bye!